The universe is an utterly bizarre and mysterious place, with new galaxies being discovered every day and never-ending sounds being heard in a place where sound waves can't possibly travel. Humans are coming across many inexplicable phenomena and objects. Even though we haven't been able to find solid evidence regarding the presence of extraterrestrial life, scientists have found quite a few things that just might point towards it. Wouldn't that be exciting? Maybe if we don't find alien life, we humans just might figure out a way to inhabit some of the planets out there, because believe it or not, livable conditions have been discovered on a few. To say the least, our universe is absolutely weird, and while there's a lot of secrets we've managed to unravel, there are some mind-boggling things we just can't decipher. And in today's video, we'll tell you all about the top 10 most puzzling things found in outer space. Make sure you watch it till the end, because number 1 on the list might just be a foolproof get-rich-quick scheme if you manage to secure an acre or two of its surface area. Therefore, without further ado, let's dive in. Number 10. 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘. In October 2017, the scientists were left baffled by this never-before-seen object whipping past Earth at super speed. And why is this so confusing, you might ask? It's because this is the first object spotted in our solar system that came from outside of it. Traveling at 87.3 kilometers per second, this object had a speed impossibly high to be attributed just to gravitational pull of the sun. Scientists have managed to trace its trajectory with the help of telescopes. Turns out it moves in the shape of a hyperbola, which means it'll keep moving until it leaves our solar system and will never come back. Some analysts believe that 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗧 came into our system from a relatively younger galaxy. It's impossible to figure out the constituents of this object. Some think it might be made of gases like carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, but its physical characteristics suggest it could also be made of metal or rocks. Visually, it looks like a rocky, cigar-shaped object with a reddish hue. It's elongated in shape. Its official name is 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗏, but the more popular name 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗧 means a messenger from afar arriving first. Number 9. Cosmic microwave background. We get it that this is hard to comprehend, but the radiation from the Big Bang still very much exists today in outer space. When the universe began to form around 13.8 billion years ago, the CMB first appeared about 400,000 years after the Big Bang. This phenomenon was first predicted by American cosmological Ralph Alpher in 1947 while researching the Big Bang nucleosynthesis, but CMB was first found accidentally in 1965. This happened when two researchers from Bell Telephone Laboratories picked up this noise coming from all over the sky on a radio receiver they were working on. Though it's hard to understand the CMB for a layman, let's just say it provides great insight into the process by which the universe came into being, and scientists are therefore eating it up. While it's not possible to see them with your eyes, they're scattered all over the universe, but it is visible in the electromagnetic part of the wave spectrum. Portions of CMB have been mapped many times since their discovery, but we still have a long way to go before we get an accurate representation of this mind-blowing space mystery.
But before we get into it, you know what to do, guys. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos that you will find interesting, we know for sure. Now let's get back to it.
Number 8. Super-Earth exoplanet. These extrasolar planets are nothing like the ones we've already seen in space. These are much lighter than the huge icy monstrosities we call Uranus and Neptune, but they have a much higher mass than Earth. But don't let the name Super-Earth fool you. The name just implies the much greater mass of this planet, not the conditions of the surface, nor our ability to inhabit it. It was in 1992 that Alexander Wilkestein and Dale Frail came across the first pair of super-Earths that were named Poltergeist and Phobeter, and have a weight about 4 times that of Earth. It wasn't until 2007 that the new superpiles of Earth were discovered in the Gliese 581 planetary system, and this discovery was groundbreaking because unlike the previously discovered planets, these were on the edge of the habitable zone around the star where water could exist in liquid form on the surface. The latest exoplanet discovery is called Gliese 486 and has a rocky, Earth-like atmosphere that has caught the attention of scientists worldwide. Number 7. Comet Neowise. This comet was discovered in March 2020 by a team using the WISE telescope. This is a long-period comet with a near-parabolic orbit. Its popularity can be attributed to the fact that Neowise is the brightest comet to have been seen in the Northern Hemisphere since 1997. People actually managed to photograph this comet as it remained visible to the naked eye for the entire month of July 2020. The comet is about 3 miles in diameter and travels at a speed of 40 miles per second. According to NASA, Neowise orbits the Sun around every 6,800 to 7,000 years. Unlike the 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗘, this comet is native to our solar system. Number 6. Witch Head Nebula. Officially known as the IC 2118, the Witch Head Nebula is thought to be the remnants of an ages-old supernova, or glass cloud, illuminated by this supergiant star called Rigel. It's present at a distance of around 900 light-years from Earth. Because the dust particles in this nebula reflect blue light much better than red, hence it appears bluish. Visually, it resembles the head of a witch with a pointed nose and chin, hence the name Witch Head Nebula. Well, we'd like to know what this witch is brewing in her cauldron. Number 5. Tabithas Star. About 1,300 light-years away from us, the Tabithas Star was initially observed as early as 1890. Officially, it's designated as the KIC 8462852 and is an F-type main Secchi star from the Cygnus constellation. The star is named after Tabithas Star, who was the first to find out why it was so special. The distinctive feature of this star is that it flickers a lot, and it does this at absolutely bizarre times. Researchers were of the view that these flickers were being caused by comet clusters. However, some would like to disagree. But why is it so popular, you may ask? Well, it's because a whole lot of sci-fi nerds think, or at least they hope, that this flickering is a sign of intelligent extraterrestrial life. Though we can't be sure about this. If aliens are the ones causing the star to flicker, we hope they're friendly. Number 4. Spoon on Mars. Space nerds just got the biggest shock while watching this footage from NASA's Curiosity rover. This spoon-shaped rock was photographed by the rover on its 1,089th day on the surface of Mars. The spoon-shaped object even casts a spoon-shaped shadow, but it is in fact not a spoon. It's just a lucky coincidence that the rock is shaped exactly like it. Let's have it, we all get excited when we come across mysterious objects found on Mars, especially when they can somehow be linked to the presence of life there. We would totally believe that this was a coincidence, but there hasn't been just one spoon sitting on Mars. There's been 2. Although there's no substantial proof for justifying the existence of intelligent life, it's spooky enough to make us question what if it's actually out there. Number 3. A fossil galaxy. In 2016, this ultra-diffuse galaxy was discovered wandering alone far on the outskirts of the cosmos. Officially named the DGSAT-1, this is as big as our galaxy, but it doesn't behave like the other ultra-diffuse galaxies we know. It has been faintly shining for eons and hasn't changed at all, and that's what is confusing the scientists about its nature. Analysts are calling it the anemic fossil galaxy because it has very little quantity of iron, and it has barely changed since it came into being. Measurements show this galaxy took around 3 billion years to form. Some think that this ghost galaxy and others like it are remnants of the initial conception of the universe. Well, that's fascinating. Number 2. Galactic Cannibalism. The process by which one galaxy literally consumes its smaller neighbors is called galactic cannibalism. An example is the Andromeda galaxy that managed to shred and consume a 2-billion-year-old galaxy, and we wouldn't have figured this out without the evidence trail of this act of cannibalism left behind, which is amazingly larger than the Andromeda galaxy itself. The evidence is a huge but faint halo of stars. The consumed galaxy was called N32P. This means scientists were right about the fact that the faint scatters of stars around major galaxies are in fact remnants of smaller cannibalized galaxies. What if our galaxy is also slowly being devoured by another greater one? Have you ever wondered about that? Number 1. Planet made of diamonds. Another super-Earth, but much more attractive than others, the 55 Cancri is a rocky planet twice the size of Earth, but surprisingly 4 times heavier than it. In 2011, this planet was discovered close to its parent star, which it orbits in as little as 18 hours. Its surface temperature is around 2,150 degrees Celsius. the perfect temperature for turning carbon into diamonds, and that's exactly what happens at 55 Cancri. According to the data collected, this planet is abundant in carbon content instead of oxygen and silicates that dominate our planet. According to the illustrations created of this planet from the data, the surface is mostly graphite that surrounds a thick layer of actual diamonds. Good thing this planet isn't that far away, only about 4 light years from Earth, so maybe we can get our hands on some of those precious gems.
Well, that was it for this video. What did you guys think of our picks? Let us know in the comment section down below. We post the most amazing and interesting videos one could imagine. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos.